Yo, yo, yo. What up? What up? What up? My bet and family. We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of April 8th, 2023. Before we get started, though, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're less than 70 subscribers away from hitting that mark. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support that you guys have shown thus far. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. I'm going to be bringing out my top 4 picks for tonight's, or today's really, NBA slate of games, as all the games are going to be pretty much starting by 4 o'clock Eastern time. So it is a NBA day slate, as well as tomorrow. All the games tomorrow are going to be either tipping off at 1 in the afternoon or 3:30 in the afternoon Eastern time. But before we get into our top 4 picks for today's NBA slate of games, I just want to do a quick recap of yesterday's picks or slips that we were able to submit. Now, this first one here was the slip that I posted on my Twitter account. As you guys can see, we were able to go 5-1. The lone one that we weren't able to green was Jaren Jackson. We took his under 20.5 points against Milwaukee. He has a monster game with 36. I took his under. I didn't think he was gonna be as aggressive as he was. I thought they were just gonna flow through the game. You know, maybe he gets into foul trouble, maybe he doesn't get his full minutes, which he didn't, but he was still able to get hit a big night scoring at 36 points from Jared Jackson, which was the only one not to hit. As you guys could see, we were able to call the over on Austin Reeves, 23.5 PRAs. He ends up with 27. We were able to call the under on Killian Hayes assists. He ends up with 6. We were also able to call the under on Johnny Davis rebounds against Miami. He only ends up with 4. We were able to get the over on Spencer Dinwiddie's 12.5 rebounds and assists. He crushes this line. I ended up with 21. And then lastly, we had Brandon Ingram over 12.5 rebounds and assists, and he gets it done, getting us 14. So the slip on Twitter did pretty good, 5-1. Now let's move on to our second slip. This was the picks that we posted on yesterday's video. As you can see, we were only able to go 3-2. The lone ones that were the 3 that were able to green, we had Klay Thompson over 21.5 points. He has a great game, ended with 29. We also took Svi. I'm really not sure how to pronounce his name. I apologize for that. But we took him over 16.5 points. He also has a great game, ended with 25. And then we were able to call the under on Fred VanVleet, 19.5 points. He only ends up with 12. Now, the ones that weren't able to hit, Luka, man, this was a weird one, man. Obviously, as we know, the Mavs pretty much sat out a lot of their key players in this last game when they still had a possibility of getting into that play-in, which was all right. I mean, we took his over PRAs. If Luka was to play by himself, then he more than likely gets it done. So I was expecting him to be, out there as a one-man show, but then later on, after that news, the news come out, Jason Kidd states that he's only going to play Luka for the first quarter. So this pick was, all over the place. Luckily, PrizePick was able to quote-unquote DNP him, even though because he only played the first quarter. So appreciate PrizePicks for that. The only other two, and the other two that weren't able to hit, again, Benedict Mathurin lets me down. We took his over 25.5 PRAs. He only ends up with 23. He did have 5 fouls throughout the game, but I really don't think that affected him, as he was had a game high in minutes played for the Pacers. He ended up playing almost 40 minutes. I think it was 39 and change to be exact, but still wasn't able to get it done. And then we also had Brandon Ingram over 26.5 points. He only ends up with 18. Trey Murphy was the guy who had it rolling for them. Also, CJ McCollum had a good game. So 3-2 day with the picks posted on yesterday's video, 5-1 with the Twitter slip. So all in all, it was an okay day. But let's go ahead and hop into my top 4 picks. This is going to be a weird one, man. To be honest with you guys, a lot of these 3 games on today's slate are pretty weird. So there's not going to be really too many stats behind them. It's going to be all gut picks, to be honest with you guys. Obviously, if you guys don't feel comfortable with it, don't pick the plays that I'm picking, because like I said, man, it's just gut picks. There's really no stats behind it. A lot of players are sitting out. There's potential blowouts on 2 of the games, so it's a weird NBA slate. But there's not much to expect, as we are in the last 2 days of the NBA regular season. But let's go ahead and get started for my top 4 picks. For my first pick, I'm going to be going to the PRA category. I'm going to be going down to the Spurs and Timberwolves game. I'm going to be taking Trey Jones over 25.5 PRAs. Now, as you guys can see, over his last 5, he's averaging above this line at 28.8, hitting the over in 3 straight games and 3 out of his last 5. The Utah game, he did come close with 24, but wasn't able to get it done. But here today against the Timberwolves, I think he should be able to get enough minutes to produce, 26 PRAs. Again, there's really no stats behind them. These are all gut picks, so it's going to be a quick video. So that's going to be my first pick, Trey Jones over 25.5 PRAs. For my second pick, I'm going to stick to the PRA category. I'm going to go to the Portland and Clippers game, and I'm going to be taking Shaedon Sharpe over 30.5 PRAs. As you guys can see, he's been playing very, very well here recently, averaging 34.6 PRAs, hitting the over in 4 straight games that he has played. The lone one that he missed was against the Pelicans, where he only ended up with 21. Obviously, with the Portland team currently that they have, Shaedon Sharpe is pretty much going to be their go-to guy. I won't be surprised if he takes pretty much all the shots for this Trailblazers team. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to take between 15 and 20 shots, probably even more than that. And then obviously get us, a couple rebounds and assists here and there against the Clippers. Now, the Clippers do have something to play for. They definitely want to stay out of that play-in game, so I think they're going to have a good game here today. But it's a 17-point spread. I mean, this has blowout written all over it. But for my third pick, I'm going to be taking the other side of things. I'm going to go to Kawhi Leonard, but I'm going to be taking his under. I don't think he's going to be playing enough minutes to get this over here of 36 PRAs. So I'm going to be taking this under. I think they're going to get the job done fairly quickly, probably by halftime. I don't believe he gets his full minutes, and for that reason, I'm going to be taking his under 36 PRAs. And for my fourth and last pick, I'm going to be going to the points category, and I'm going to be taking one of these 2 Utah. I'm really not sure who to take, but I'll take Ochai Agbaji, if that's how you pronounce his name. I apologize if that's not how you pronounce his name. I'm really bad with pronunciations of these names. So 16.5 points. We're going to take the over. He takes a lot of shots for this Utah team, who's pretty much, as we know, have gone into tank mode, and he's one of the players that's taken a lot of shots. Last game against OKC, he did only end up with 13 points, but he shot the ball 18 times. As you guys can see, he is averaging 15.2, but has only hit the over in 2 out of his last 5 games. Now, once again, these are all gut picks. It's a weird NBA slate. There's really no stats behind it, so don't blame you guys if you guys don't want to put any picks in. But as always, just do your own research. Just don't take my word for it. Once again, just to reiterate it, these are just gut picks. There's really no stats behind it. I mean, I won't be surprised if I go 0-4, but hopefully, the luck is on our side and we go 4-0. And just here at No Limit Bets, as always, we're going to go with the low risk, high reward. So I'm going to be just placing a $6 entry for the possibility of winning $60. So I'm going to go ahead and place that entry. And that's going to be it for today's video, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the games today, as there is no night games. But we'll be back here tomorrow to finish off the NBA regular season and bring you out more than likely my top 6, probably top 4. I'm not sure yet, but every team is playing, so more than likely it's going to be a top 6. But until tomorrow, y'all have a good one, man. Let's get this money.